Hey everyone out there in internet land, this is the adventurer again, coming back to you again with another flea market find video. This one should be a lot shorter than last time, because last time I had a whole backlog of stuff I had to get taken care of. This time I just got this week's stuff. And this week I got to go to the local flea market, a big one called Mansfield Drive-In in central Connecticut. I go there sometimes, and in my experience, it's easily one of the best places to go to find pretty much anything, especially retro games. Now, last time I went was like a month and a half ago, and that was the time I only came back with a Sega Master System controller. So it wasn't the best day, so I stayed away for a little while, but I went back this week, 40 bucks in my pocket, and I am glad I did. I found some interesting things, so we'll get right to it. First booth I came to well, he's a reseller. He's there all the time, and usually his stuff's a little overpriced. He generally knows what he has, and he's the sort of guy who puts like $25 stickers on Mario 3. But this time I actually got some decent stuff at a decent price. As you can see, he had a copy of Startropics 2, priced for $5. And more interestingly, I saw this. This, of course, is a Gameboy player. But what I was surprised about was the price tag. I don't usually see these for less than $15, $30. Now, unfortunately, of course, this one does not have the disc. But I felt for $5 it was a steal. I've been looking for one of these for a while. I'm glad I finally found one. Hopefully getting the disc won't be too hard. And actually, Zora's Revenge here is another game I've been desperately searching for a good price. I honestly haven't seen this for less than 20 bucks. So I am shocked I found it where I did for the price I did. So this was a pretty good find. He had some other things too. He had a copy of Mario Brothers 2 for $1, but the plastic case was cracked with a big hole in it. So passed on that. Let some other game chaser catch it. So anyway, next booth I got to was someone I'd never been to before. He had a whole stack of Super Nintendo games and some PlayStation 2 stuff. Oh, I didn't mention the stuff I got from the reseller. I actually got the Game Boy player and the Startropics 2 bundled together, not for $10, but for $8. So I actually got a deal on that. So that was pretty good, in my opinion. Next table I got to, he had a stack, like I said, a stack of PlayStation 2, Super Nintendo games. A couple things caught my eye. First thing I caught was Super Star Wars, probably the best worst game of all time. Didn't have a copy. Figured I'd pick it up. It was priced, I believe it was $4 when I found it. Other game I picked up was Disgaea, Hour of Darkness for PlayStation 2. Picked this up because I think I'd heard that this is a pretty fun game, and I'm currently on a bit of an Atlas kick right now, so finding that was kind of neat. Again, they were both $4, but I got them packaged together for $7. Saved $1. Thought it was a good deal. After that, it got slim pickings for the rest of the day. I mean, I saw stuff, but actually I saw some really interesting stuff. The most interesting thing I ran up against was I found a boxed Odyssey 2000, which apparently is a Pong console from like 1977 for 15 bucks. I should have jumped on it, but I didn't. I don't really know a lot about that era of consoles. It was a little bit before my time. I grew up on the NES. My interest in the early stuff, and like the Atari and the Odyssey and all that stuff is minimal, but this thing was like pristine. The box was kind of faded and dirty, but the system, I turned the knobs and they were like brand new. I don't know why I passed on it. But I did. And then, later on in the day, I found a Odyssey 2 with a whole bunch of games in a box, just loose, for $25, and I passed on that too, mostly because I didn't have any money, and because, again, I don't really have a nose for that era of gaming. Hopefully someone who wanted it got it. But I did find a copy of Tiny Toons Adventures for the NES. This I got for, the guy was asking $5, I got it for $4. Another platformer that is pretty good on the NES that I'm glad I finally have a copy of. because I remember playing this as a kid and I enjoyed it, and I really liked the stuff I read about it in Nintendo Power. So glad I finally got a copy of that to add to my collection. That's a game I'll definitely play through. So other than that, that was it. I did pretty well. I mean, I wound up paying $19 for all of it. I took 40 with me, $2 to park, so came home with 19. Generally, when I come home with money, it usually is a pretty good feeling because I feel I got my money's worth. And I think I got some pretty good games for what I paid. So, hope you like my video. I do hope to do more of these in the future. Any suggestions? Drop them in the comments. Thank you.